Hey guys, Mike here from Lunch Money Comics. I'm here with my... I'll put that into the video. Mike here from Lunch Money Comics. I'm here with Rick from Has-Been Toys. All right, here we go. Hey guys, Mike here from Lunch Money Comics. I'm here with my good friend Rick from
Sorry, I just wanted to do a spit take.
I should have said something funny for the spit take. You can't even see out of your windshield now.
I just wanted to do a spit take. I'm sorry, did I get you?
A little bit.
I have napkins.
A little bit.
I have napkins. Here's napkins.
Thank you. This is gonna be a fun video. All right, here we go. You good?
Yeah. Should I just be driving without a shirt on?
Pretty much. It's typical.
I'm just in the car with no shirt.
I'm getting all of this forever. This is like, you know, people ask what happened to Lunch Money Comics.
Sorry.
Let's put this one up.
Sorry, Mike.
That's all right. No, it's funny. Hey guys, Mike here from Lunch Money Comics. I'm with my good friend Rick from Has-Been Toys and Comics, and we are on an adventure. Rick found somebody selling not only comic books but toys. He wants to go look at the collection, and he decided to bring me along to help him sort of price things out. We don't really know what to expect. I mean, we saw some stuff from some photos. So yeah, this should be a really fun time, guys. Come along for the ride and see what we find. That's all I got left.
Like I do new stuff too, but it's Marvel, DC, Transformers. Yeah.
There's one heck of a card store. On this side, we have all of the gaming stuff, right? We got Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, you name it. And then this side, we got incredible sport cards. Oh, goodness, look at this. Wow, what a cool store. Didn't even know this was here.
So I do all the framing myself. So if you need like jerseys framed or anything,
Really?
I do all that.
With the barcode, so like you go on
Yeah.
eBay, you can scan the barcode. If
Rick's,
you got a barcode, I'll buy it. You know.
Rick's checking out these Living Dead dolls, which...
Living
Yeah,
dead
cool.
girl, you can't monetize this now.
But it's all comics. It's all like the characters that are online. You know, the Elsas, the Ursulas, the Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse, Donald Duck, everything. So it's definitely kind of cool.
That's why it's a 0.5. Missing pages.
Is it missing pages or missing the...
Missing pages.
Let me see. Oh, page 13 and 16 missing. Yeah, so it's low enough you get the blue label, but these two are very interesting. First appearance of Mysterio. ASM 13, and what's this one? 15. Craven in the 2.0.
Craven, right?
Yeah. Wow, okay.
You know what? I'll let you open the
Yeah,
box.
okay.
I'll let you go through it.
I mean, those are definitely pretty awesome.
I'll let you flip these over
Yeah.
on camera.
Okay. See if it's a portent of things to come here. So I don't know much about these variant Mandalorians. That's a cool cover. All
That's
right.
the back of it, right? Oh,
Yeah, no, that's the front. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. Who's who? That's a large one. Okay. Large Dread. I have a buddy who's into this stuff. Definitely. Oh, that's cool.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
so
sure you
sad
do.
I could not buy it when it came out. I was so anxious. I was
Did you mix it in with a whole bunch of other like
I
Superman
couldn't even do
comics?
that. I couldn't even do that because then I'd have to walk to the register and buy it.
Oh, exactly. That's funny.
There's no way I
I
was
had
doing
like
that.
8 long boxes. That's all I had left.
Oh boy. Yeah, those are pretty cool. Wizard number 1.
That's all eBay.
Oh, really?
That's all the eBay stuff. That's all.
Alright, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I gotta organize that way. That's all the eBay stuff.
There we go. First Peacemaker. Oh, the first in his title there. That's
Yeah,
cool.
not
No.
debut.
We get some Freak Brothers. We get some underground stuff here. Rifleman. In bad shape. Some Just Married. My Wife of Life. Wow. That's coverless. I'm not sure what that is. Interesting. Lovelorn. Thank you. So this is underground stuff. You might want to keep some of these yourself, you know. We get some Marvel Tales, which are reprints of Spider-Man stories. Of Superman supervillain team-ups. 6, 7. Okay. So people took out the better ones. Oh man. Okay. Hold on. Someone took out the first issue of the Transformers there. But do you have? Take those. Yeah. Do you have the first? Yeah, they are. You know, that's you're a Transformers guy for obvious reasons.
I don't know anything about Plop.
Yeah, Plop's it's cool. It's from the '70s. It's kind of a funny, goofy joke. I have this book. It's actually some really interesting art in it. Like really interesting. Like, you know, see, very Garbage Pail Kids, right? That's cool. Oh, that's neat. I don't think I've ever seen that cover. Spectacular Spider-Man. All right, we get some Spectacular in here. Spider-Man's always good stuff to pick up, right? Oh. More Marvel Tales. Cool, but not entirely worth that much. Some coverless. What fine. Right, we get all this stuff too, huh?
Solid blocks, I'll look the rest of them up.
Right.
It's not really my thing. Like,
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll buy anything if the price is right.
Yep. But this came in like someone just came in for trade, or they just sell? Yeah.
I buy collections all day.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm always posting, I'll buy whatever. So the first batch came in, I had like 6 long boxes full.
Right.
And then the guy left, and I ended up digging the closet out, and I found more stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's cool cover. Some new Sinister Six. Oh, yeah. Ooh, okay. Ooh. So I had to look this one up because I don't know my DC keys very much, but this is actually the second Silver Age appearance of the Riddler. Lower mid-grade, but still pretty good-looking book. Monsters are cool. I'm not sure which one this is, though. Which issue number? I'll check it out. This is Tree. Once again, did not bring my camera mount. Let's see. Batman Adventures. There's a couple of really good Batman Adventures if we can find them. I don't think you're gonna be that lucky, Rick. It's okay. All right, last box here. Rick's counting these all up. Ooh, we got a couple of different issues in here. So we got here number 11. No, number 8. That's right. Prince Menace. Ooh, look at wait. First Banshee. Not in great shape, but this is a key issue. That's cool. Hold on, is there another one in there? So that's Living Monolith, and pull that up for me, bottom one. And First Havoc. First Havoc, yep. I'm familiar with this book. Man, this is all over the place. There's no rhyme or reason to this, huh? This is the variant. That's pretty cool. I keep forgetting my camera mount. No, that's First Angela in the Marvel Universe. It's not worth that much, but it's a cool book. Okay. Sue Storm there, looking ready for Christmas.
Take some of these out.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Can you count these ones up here, maybe? That's cool. Yeah, so we did see some footage of this stuff, but it was really grainy, and we only saw really a fraction of what we're looking at right now. So this is kind of all new for us. That means this is a more modern box here. A lot of these are stuck to each other with tape and stuff, so we're upside down. I think I got the impression in this box. Don't know if we go through all of them, but yeah. All right, interesting. We'll go through these with the fine-tooth comb without the camera. All right, Rick is counting them up and trying to figure out what he's going to offer for this collection. And you know, there's a couple books I'm interested in, so maybe we can come to an accord.
Sorry, I already sold them.
You already sold them? Okay. Oh, well, I tried. Yeah. So I'm definitely interested in these two ASMs because I love the first appearances of the villains, and Mysterio is my favorite. So I know Rick wants to get a good deal on these, but he did bring me along to help out, and he tends to give me good deals when I help him out. So I'm getting paged. So this is part of the things they're selling. These are Adam West signed.
Burt Ward.
And Burt Ward, Batman and Robin.
For $10.50.
Yeah, screw it. Let's go.
All right.
What did you add? You picked up a Star Trek toy?
We got a Star Trek.
Oh, that's cool.
Looks like it's sealed. It's the whole.
Yeah.
It's the whole bridge team.
Yeah. Love it. I'll grab your signed things here. I think Rick and Sean just came to an accord. I think they did.
All right, so Mr. Sean has agreed to sweeten the deal.
Oh, God. I don't even want to... I'm still going to get one, even though it was a horrible pun.
Yes, it's a dad joke.
All right, so me and Rick have our lollipops, and Rick just closed a deal for all of those comic books, plus some toys, plus some autographed Adam West Batman stuff. Really cool. I think you got a good deal. And now I have to give him the hard bargain for the books that I want out of that collection. You gonna treat me well? He's already shaking his head.
Do
now.
I know you?
We're gonna go have a beer right now, and I'm gonna try to work on him. So see you guys back at the house, and we'll talk about it. So there you go. That was my comic collection pickup adventure with my new friend Rick from Has-Been Collectible Toys and Comics. I've spoken about Rick and his amazing store very recently on my channel. When I first discovered it, not only was I amazed by the incredible vintage toys and the eye candy in this store, and also the great prices he had on comic books, but the biggest thing I was impressed by was Rick himself. Not only is he a really interesting guy with a really cool kind of origin backstory in the toy industry, he was just a really nice guy. I mean, we hit it off immediately. As you can tell, he's sort of a goofball. He definitely makes me laugh. Makes it very difficult to film a YouTube video around him, by the way. But yeah, we hit it off immediately, and we've become friends. And he's been getting in a ton of toy and comic collections ever since my video came out. He doesn't have enough time to price everything out, so he's been letting me help him do that. You know, he'll send me pictures of the new stuff he gets in. I'll either price it from the comfort of my own home, or I'll go to the store, sit on the floor, hang out with him, and price him out. It's fun to do. I like hanging out with the guy. And that's how we ended up in this situation here. Rick sent me some pictures and some videos of another store owner who had some comics and toys he wanted to sell. And the reason why he didn't want them was, you saw in the footage, it was a collectible card store. It's called Big Daddy's Collectibles in Southbridge, Massachusetts. The owner was named Sean. Yeah, and he sent some stuff to Rick, and Rick was definitely interested, sent it over to me, and he had sort of a rough idea of what Sean wanted, you know, Rick to pay. The problem is, although I could definitely see some things in I could price, like those slabbed early Amazing Spider-Man comics, as well as like the framed, Adam West Batman photos and a couple of the toys. That stuff was easy. It was the mystery boxes. There were a couple of long boxes of comics that, we could see some of the comics in the boxes, but we couldn't really see enough to make a determination if the price that was being floated out there was good enough for him to pick it up and make a profit. So I said, Rick, honestly, the only way to really know if it's worth it is to actually go there and go through those boxes, to which he replied, "What you doing later?" I was available. I jumped in the car and we had a road trip together. It was really, really fun. And yes, we did go out afterwards to my favorite brewery, which is Treehouse Brewery. And we had some fantastic beers, talked about life. It was really, really cool, guys. But yeah, Rick ended up getting that entire collection of comic books to sell in his store. Now, this wouldn't be a very compelling video for Lunch Money Comics if it was all about someone else buying a comic book collection. I always say this, guys, I will not make a video on this channel unless I have some comic books to show you. I got exactly 2 comics out of this collection, and let's just say they're pretty darn awesome ones. Not only that, I got them for a ridiculously good price. Before I show you what they are, if you like this stuff, head on down, hit that like button, and you can follow me on Instagram under Lunch Money Comics IG. So let's quickly talk about what was actually in that collection. So from the initial photos and videos that we received, I saw there were those 3 slab comics. In fact, they were the only slab books in the whole collection, and all of them were early Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man, and all featured the first appearance of one of his villains. We had Amazing Spider-Man 13, first appearance of Mysterio, that was a CGC 1.8. We had ASM 15, first Kraven in a CGC 2.0, and we had ASM 20, first appearance of Scorpion, and that was a CGC 0.5. Now, those are fairly easy to price out. I could tell what they were, and you can look up the prices of those. They're slab. That's one of the benefits of having books that are encapsulated. The only one that was kind of different was that for Scorpion, because that book also has like a pinup, which is often missing, and that can change the grade of the book, right? So I couldn't really tell. I couldn't really read the label. But otherwise, that was easy to price out. Rick's great with toys. He could price out the toys. The tricky part was what was in those long boxes. And, when we had the price from Sean and we were doing the math, we literally were at Rick's place on a scratch pad trying to figure out if it was worth it. It came down to what was in those boxes. If those boxes were full of dollar books, probably not worth it. But if there were a couple of gems in there, it would be worth it, right? That would definitely give Rick, a little bit more profit. So that was why we were looking in there. And yeah, there were a ton of sort of dollar books, $3 books in there. But we did find some pretty good gems. We found some Silver Age X-Men books. We found first appearance of Havoc. We found an early Riddler Batman comic, which is very, very cool. And we even found a second print of the first Miles Morales. Lots of little things like that were mixed in, which was enough to convince me, Rick, I think you have a pretty good price here. We had Sean throw a couple of other things in at the end to sort of sweeten the deal. But in general, yeah, everyone was pretty comfortable. Sean was happy with the price that Rick gave him. Rick was happy with the collection he got. But when we were leaving, actually before we even got there, I told Rick I was interested in 2 of those books, and he said, "Oh, we could definitely talk about it later." But afterwards, he said, as a thank you for me helping him price out that collection and going hang out with him, and having a beer with him and all that, he would sell those 2 books to me at cost, meaning at what he was into them for. So, the 2 books that I got, guys, I hate to say it, but they were the 2 best books in that collection. What 2 are they? Yeah. I got the Amazing Spider-Man number 13, first appearance of Mysterio, and Amazing Spider-Man number 15, first appearance of Kraven the Hunter. Are you kidding me? Guys, I've been saying I've been collecting the first appearances of Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery. I started with the really inexpensive villains, or less expensive ones, because honestly, these aren't books I've ever thought I'd own, low grade or not. And here they are looking right at me, and Rick's closing this deal, where he's getting everything at a very good price. And Sean was happy, everyone was happy, but man, I was licking my chops. I really, really wanted these, and Rick honestly didn't even bat an eyelash. He's like, absolutely, you can have them at cost. So I'll tell you what that cost is in a second, but I want to talk about these books for a second, because these are pretty amazing. Let's start with this one. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 15. This is the first appearance of Kraven the Hunter, also the second appearance of the Chameleon, who is Kraven's brother. Also, he first appeared in ASM number 1. Not getting that first appearance anytime soon. Also, I didn't even know this, first mention of Mary Jane Watson. I did not know that was in this book. And you see, it is a CGC 2.0 off-white pages. And of course, this is Stan Lee, but also this is early enough ASM that this is Steve Ditko, not John Romita. Yeah, Killer book, right, guys? You know, Kraven is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains. Absolutely. He's very nuanced, very cool character. He'll eventually have his movie come out someday featuring him. But yeah, this is a book that is on my radar because I'm collecting those books, but not one like at the tippy top of my list. But here's the thing. This is a 2.0, and it's a really nice presenting 2.0. Yes, it's got a little bit of color lift here, but you don't see a ton of color breaks. You don't see a ton of creases. What's the deal with this? Why is it a 2.0? Well, when you flip it around, you see it has two very rusted staples. Yeah, very rusted. And when I looked up the grader's notes, no surprise. There isn't much going on with this book except those rusty staples. So that's it. Actually, I did bleed through a little bit of rust in the front cover. But in general, guys, it is a great presenting 2.0. Absolutely. One thing I did notice, this book was never pressed. Clearly, moisture had gotten to this book. That's what made the staples rusty. But yeah, the whole thing's kind of rippled. You know, it was never pressed. More on that in a second and why that's relevant. But I'm pretty happy to have First Kraven, guys. Killer book. If this is the only book I got, I'd be ecstatic and it would be deserving of its very own video. But, oh boy, my favorite villain in Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery is absolutely Mysterio. This book right here, ASM 13, has been near the top of my list for a very long time. I did not think I would own this book anytime soon. It's from 1964. Once again, it's a Lee and Ditko comic book. First appearance of the Quentin Beck Mysterio. Awesome. There it is with the fishbowl and everything. Fantastic comic book, guys. This is a CGC 1.8 off-white pages. Now, here's the thing. Once again, pretty nicely presenting book for a 1.8. I mean, I have another 1.8 behind me. First appearance of Loki, and it's missing a whole bottom corner. This is relatively well presenting. But remember that whole thing I told you about the not being pressed? This book has never been cleaned or pressed. Absolutely. For one thing, you can see there's some staining on it. That might be able to come out. I doubt it. But the biggest giveaway is that there are some huge creases in this book that, depending on the angle, I mean, it's clear. It was never pressed front and back. Absolutely. The biggest knocks against this book are it's missing a piece right here at the top, barely. And there's a tear right there. You see Spidey's mask is a little ajar. Again, this comes down to, it was never cleaned, pressed, or squared up. Actually, there's a pretty good spine roll on it. You can see the pages are not aligned. So yeah, this book, when you look at it, guys, it's clearly someone just got this comic book and they sent it into CGC, never pressed it, comes back as a 1.8. But I'm ecstatic to have this book, right? I still think it presents fantastic for a 1.8, and I'm really happy to have it. The reason why I'm bringing it up at all is that a part of me, small part of me thinks, maybe this is a candidate for a crack, clean, in a press. I know Comic Spa would do a great job on it. My biggest holdup, guys, is that, this is an old book. It looks pretty fragile. Yes, you could square it up, absolutely. But what would happen? You'd probably get a 2.0 out of it, right? That's probably best case scenario, a 2.0. I don't think it's worth cracking open. I think it would definitely present better. Maybe you crack it open and then you keep it raw. It'll definitely look better. But I'm not so sure. I'd love to hear your opinions on that. And in regards to this one, yeah, I would love to press this one, but I don't think this is going anywhere grade-wise with the rusty staples. I think this is going to be a 2.0 forever. So that is what I ended up with. Now, I know what you're all thinking. What did I get these for? Well, I said I got them at cost, meaning we kind of figured out what Rick paid for everything. We figured out what the retail was and what he'd have to be into the whole collection to make it worth his while. Well, I'll just skip all of the nitty-gritty, and I'll just tell you what I ended up paying for these. I paid him $450 for both of them. Yes. Now, first and foremost, that is a great deal. Trust me, you guys can look up the fair market value of these. I definitely got a great deal. However, that's still a lot of money. Let's be real for a second. This is Lunch Money Comics, guys. I talk about getting comic books frugal. This is not frugal. These aren't raw books. They're graded books. I mean, there's so many Lunch Money Comics things going on with these. But I had put some money aside for some later shows and for some bigger books. I've been trying to save up for a Daredevil #1. But that might have to take a backseat for a few more months because when a deal comes up like this, you can't really say no, guys. And again, like I said, this is up on my list. This is not too far below that Daredevil #1 on my list. I absolutely wanted this. When these deals come up, you jump on them. So yes, that was a lot of money, but I had the money aside, and I'm pretty ecstatic that I got these. Graded and all, unpressed and all. Pretty darn awesome. I didn't wake up this morning thinking I would have these at the end of the day, but I did, and it's because I have a great friendship with Rick. He appreciates me helping him out. I appreciate having him be a friend and drag me along. We had a great time. It was a lot of fun, and pretty darn wild. So that's it, guys. Head on down to the comments and let me know what you think of everything you saw in this video. What do you think of that collectible card store, especially if you're someone who's into that sort of thing? What do you think of the collection that Rick picked up? And mostly, what do you think about these 2 books? Did I get them for a great price? I think so. Should I crack them open and press them? I have no idea. Head on down to the comments and let me know what you would do in this situation. And in the meantime, keep hunting for comic books in strange and unusual places, like collectible card stores that your comic store owner friend invites you to go check out a collection at. Yeah, those types of strange places, guys. Also, I can't stress the importance enough of networking with people, making new friends in the hobby and the community, because it really does lead to some pretty great stuff like this. And hey, you get a new friend out of it, which is priceless. Thank you all so very much for watching. I'll see you all next time.